Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Basics of Physics. Myself Professor Vikiran Lati. Today we will be discussing a next lecture on our thermodynamics lecture series, that is nothing but the working of diesel engine. In our previous lecture we had seen what is petrol engine, how petrol engine works, and its expression for the efficiency we have discussed. In today's lecture we will be discussing how diesel engine works and how diesel engine is different from a petrol engine. In our coming lecture, after this lecture we will be discussing how to derive its efficiency. In the present lecture, first of all we will see what is how a diesel engine works, and then we will go ahead with. So let us start. So let us start with the heat engine. We know that from second law of thermodynamics, heat flows from higher temperature surface to the lower temperature surface. And this principle can be used in order to convert heat energy into the mechanical work done. So for conversion of heat into the mechanical energy, we'll be requiring a device. These devices are called nothing but the heat engines. Heat engine basically consists of a hot reservoir at a higher temperature and the cold reservoir at a lower temperature, which works as an sink in. Now let us say Q1 amount of heat is taken from the reservoir and that much amount of heat is given to the heat engine. Out of that amount of heat, some amount of heat is rejected to the sink, which is at a lower temperature, and W amount of work we will be getting, that is nothing but the Q1 minus Q2. If you consider any device, we require its efficiency. The efficiency of a engine, it is given by the how much amount of output work we are getting for a given amount of input amount of heat energy. Now in this case, W is the work done we are getting, and Q1 is the amount of energy which is provided to the system. So you can write down this W nothing but the Q1 minus Q2 divided by Q1. So if you further simplify this, you can write down the efficiency as a 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Now in our today's session we'll be discussing a diesel engine. Before discussing diesel engine, let me tell you that basically engines are divided into two types. These are nothing but the internal combustion engine and external combustion engine. Internal combustion engines are nothing but the Otto engine or diesel engine. These are the type of the internal combustion engine. And external combustion engines, if you consider for example steam engine as an example of an external combustion engine. In internal combustion engine we have already seen what is Otto cycle or what is petrol engine. Now in today's session we will be looking for what is diesel engine and how it works. Okay, so let me tell you first of all what is this diesel engine. Diesel engine was first invented in the late 18th century by the German mechanical engineer Rudolf Diesel, and he patented that one, and it has made a major contribution in the industrial revolution in the 19th century and late 19th century. This engine which was proposed by the Rudolf Diesel, this engine in the starting of the 19th century, it was majorly used in the submarines of the ships. Nowadays or in the late 20th century, these engines were majorly used in the transport of the vehicles or transport systems and the automobile industry. This automobile industries presently also uses diesel engines in major prospect if you consider as compared to the petrol engine. Now what are the reasons behind this? The reasons behind this is the diesel engine have higher efficiency as compared to the petrol engine, and these are cost effective as well. Now if you consider how this diesel engine differs from a petrol engine or Otto engine, in case of an Otto engine we had seen there were two inlet valves were there, I1 and I2. In case of an diesel engine, instead of two there will be three valves. One is for the air inlet, another is for the oil inlet, and third one is for the exhaust valve. Okay, and these valves are operated with a suitable mechanism for the smooth operation of the engine. One more thing is that the difference between the diesel engine and the petrol engine is that this petrol engine uh, consists of a spark plug which is required for the ignition of the fuel, but in case of a diesel engine you don't require any kind of a spark plug because the compression ratio of the diesel engine is very high. It is almost 1:17 as compared to the 1:8 ratio in the petrol engine. So due to the higher compression ratio of the diesel engine, temperature of the cylinder which is fitted with a movable piston, the temperature of this region, it goes much higher as compared to the petrol engine, which is well above the ignition temperature of the oil which is used as a fuel in case of a diesel engine. Basically, this diesel engine consists of a cylinder fitted with a piston which can move freely along this cylinder, and it is a frictionless piston. You have to remember this. And this piston is fitted with a piston rod to the wheel, and this wheel can rotate from 360 degree. If you consider operation wise, the diesel engine is a 4-stroke engine. It consists of a 4 strokes, that is nothing but the charging stroke, then compression stroke, working stroke, and the exhaust stroke. These are the 4 strokes are there in the case of a diesel engine. That is why it is called as a 4-stroke internal combustion engine. Now we will be discussing the working of an auto engine. Now if you want to discuss the working of an auto engine, in order to understand its theory, let me show you that this diesel engine, it consists of a 4 strokes, and these 4 strokes are divided into 6 cycles or 6 operations. These operations are shown over here in this figure. These are nothing but A0 to A to B, then B to C, and C to D. These are the operation. Then again from D to A, and finally from A to A0, it completes in this fashion. So total these 6 operations are there. If you consider the operation first and last operation, that is the operation 1 and operation 6, they are opposite, so they will cancel in this case. In this diesel cycle, 2 operations are very important. One is BC and another is DA, in which in cycle BC or operation BC, heat is produced, and in case of or fuel is taken inside, and in the cycle DA, heat is rejected to the sink in this case. So okay, so one is the heat taken from the source and another is the heat given to the sink. So we will now look into the detail of all these 4 strokes, or what are these 6 operations are there. The first operation is charging stroke. If you consider, the name itself suggests at something it will be taken inside the cylinder. For this, cylinder has to, means this piston has to move in the outward direction. So in the first operation, that is a charging stroke, piston moves in outward direction and inlet valve I1 opens. This valve I1 opens and air is taken inside the cylinder. So we can say that the cylinder is charged with the air, and the change in this case, it is denoted by the letters A0A, which is called as the operation 1, which is shown with a black line in the PV diagram. Now the second operation, it is called as a compression stroke, which consists of a operation number 2. In this case, the piston moves in the vertically upward direction. The piston moves in the upward direction, and the volume of the air, it decreases from point A to point B. The volume of the air which is taken in the first operation, its volume is decreased. That is why it is called as a compression. And during this operation, all the 3 valves of the engines are kept closed. All these 3 valves are kept closed, and piston moves in the inward direction, and the air is compressed by almost 1/17 of its original volume, and this change is represented by the operation AB, in which volume increases from VA to VB, and due to the compression, the temperature of the air goes on increasing up to 1000 degrees Celsius. So due to that one, this air Due to this, the temperature of the air goes on increasing from TA to TB. Now in this operation, in the next operation, that is nothing but the working stroke, which consists of a 3 operation, that is operation 3, 4 and 5. In this case, the valve I2 opens as the temperature of the air inside the cylinder, it is increased. It is almost 1000 degrees Celsius. Through this inlet valve I2, oil is taken inside the cylinder under a very high pressure. Okay, for that purpose, pumping system is used. Okay, in modern days technology, it is using a pumping technology. So if you consider the any car or any tractor or truck, it has a fuel injector in these types of vehicles. Okay, as the temperature of the compressed air is above the ignition temperature of the oil, okay, the oil immediately burns. The oil immediately burns, and due to that one heat is produced. Okay, due to that one heat is produced, and this piston will be moved in the outward direction due to the sudden explosion of the fuel oil. In this case, oil is the fuel and air is the working substance in case of an diesel engine. So, and the change is denoted by the letter BC, which you can see from this one, B to C, and the volume of the mixture inside the cylinder increases from VB to VC. Now in the next operation, that is operation number 4, when the temperature reaches to maximum, that is around 2000 degrees Celsius temperature is acquired by the mixture which is inside this cylinder. Okay, 2000 degrees Celsius temperature is acquired, and during this process, valve I2 closes and the supply of oil to the cylinder, it is stopped, and high pressure of the expanding gases moves the piston in the vertically downward direction or outward direction. The change in this case, it is represented by the line CD. Okay, and in which the volume increases from VC to VA again, and this is nothing but the operation 4 in this case. Okay, and in the next cycle, that is operation number 6, valve I3 opens, and the unused amount of heat which is there inside this cylinder, it is rejected to the sink, which is relatively at a lower temperature as compared to the source, and this change is represented by the curve dA, and it is nothing but your operation number 5. Okay, so during the cycle BC, it is the heat which is taken inside the cylinder, and it is the change dA during which the heat is rejected to the sink. So the process during which heat is taken, that is a isobaric process, and the change during which the heat is rejected to the sink, it is a isochoric process, because during this process volume remains the constant. Now in the last operation, that is nothing but it is called as the exhaust stroke, which consists of an operation number 6. The piston moves in the upward direction and it will goes to the rest position. Okay, and during this remaining part of burn and unburned mixture of the gases, it is forced out through the cylinder, and the change during this case, it is represented by the line A0, and this is nothing but your operation number 6, and during which the volume reduces to 0, and this change is isobaric change, because this change happens at a constant pressure, and this way one cycle completes. Okay, in order to have a better understanding of how this diesel engine works, one schematic animation is shown over here, which consists of a valve I1, valve I2, valve I2 and valve I3 is there, which is for the exhaust purpose. Through valve I1 air is taken inside, through valve I2 fuel, in this case for a diesel engine it is oil which is taken inside, and this diesel engine consists of a 4 operation. The first operation is the charging, in which air is taken inside. In the second operation it is a compression, so pressure is increased and volume is decreased, and in the third case fuel is injected through the valve I2. You can see when this meter is coming at this point, the fuel is injected inside this one. You can see from this one. So these are the operations. You can have 4 operations. In the last operation, uh, the amount of unused fuel, burnt and unburnt, and remaining mixture, it is removed through this exhaust. Okay, so this way this diesel engine works. Now we will compare this working of diesel engine with the working of auto engine. Now we had seen in our earlier lecture how petrol engine or auto engine works. Now in this session we had seen how diesel engine works. Now what we will do, we will compare this diesel engine and petrol engine. Now if you consider, the both are having as four stroke: intake stroke, compression stroke, combustion stroke, and the exhaust stroke. Now in this case just the spark plug is used, and just for ignition purpose the spark plug is used. Okay, and one more thing is that in case of a petrol engine, petrol vapors are used as an fuel, and in case of a diesel engine, oil is used as an fuel. In both the engine, air is the working substance, and during both the process, both the engines, during the isochoric process, heat is rejected to the sink. But in case of a diesel engine, it is the isoperic process during which heat is taken from the source, and it is the isochoric process during which heat is taken into the system in case of an auto engine. This you can see from this one. Along the cycle BC, in case of a diesel engine, heat is taken inside. In case of an auto engine or petrol engine, along the cycle BC, heat is taken inside. In case of an petrol engine or auto engine, along the cycle DA or change DA, heat is given out to the sink. And in case of a diesel engine also, along the change DA, heat is given out to the sink. Okay, so in both the cases, the heat which is given to the sink, it is during the same process, that is nothing but the isochoric process. Just in case of a diesel engine, the heat is produced or it is utilized in isobaric process. In case of a auto engine, it is an isochoric process. That is the difference between the diesel engine and auto engine. Further, if you want to consider the differences, in case of diesel engine, oil is the fuel. In case of petrol or auto engine, petrol or combustion gas is the fuel. Oil is injected separately with the help of pump in case of a diesel engine, whereas in case of a petrol engine, you don't require any kind of a injecting pump assembly like this. In case of a diesel engine, heat is absorbed during an isobaric process. In case of an auto engine, heat is absorbed during an isochoric process. So that is the difference. Adiabatic compression causes the ignition. In case of an diesel engine, no spark plug is required, but in case of an auto engine, electric spark plug is required, which causes a electric ignition. In case of a diesel engine, compression ratio is very high as compared to the petrol engine, which has a relatively lower compression ratio as compared to the diesel engine. Generally, the compression ratio of the diesel engine, it is almost 1/17 to its original volume, and in case of a petrol engine, the compression ratio is 1/8 as compared to the original volume. In case of a diesel engine, less danger of explosion you can expect, but in case of due to the combustible gases or petrol, you can expect a higher danger of explosion. Relatively, if you compare with the auto engine, the diesel engines are heavier and bulky, but the auto engines are lighter and easily portable. It can be moved from one place to the another place. And if you consider from the efficiency point of view, efficiency of diesel engine is very high as compared to the efficiency of an auto engine, which has a relatively low efficiency. Thank you, students. That's it for the today's session. I hope you have enjoyed the today's session as well. And if you have any doubts, you can write me in the comment section of this video. Further, I would like to request all you students to please like this video and share our channel Basics of Physics by Professor Ravikiran Late to your friends and colleagues. That's it for the today's session. We'll stop here for the today's lecture. Thank you so much.